Hi there, my name is Mark Yarnell, and 27 years ago, a friend of mine gave me a shocking revelation. He said, you know, Mark, you're on the 40-year plan, but there's a 4-year plan in capitalism. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, well, if you get in the right business at the right time, instead of being on the 40-year plan, you can do it in 4 years and you can become a 1%er. You can be in the 1 percentile of big money earners. I said, what are you talking about? He said, well, the average worker bee in America, the average drone, it's the way he put it, basically is taught to work for 40 years. From age 25 to age 65, once they've got a sense of direction, they work pretty hard. And an amazing thing is true, though, according to insurance actuaries. At age 65, out of every 100 North Americans that started with an objective, after 40 years of going back and forth to work, back and forth like a silly, sick, caged lion, 31 of us are dead. 68 of us are broke and one's wealthy. And that's what we mean by the 1%ers. He said, there's a 4-year plan. I said, what? He said, yeah, and I found a company. I didn't know at the time, but he was showing me Company 14. And I'll explain that in a minute as I explain to you. You've just blundered into Company 15, and you're going to love it. So we got involved in Company 14. And we got involved on the very ground floor level, and in a very short time made $20 million. And then all of a sudden I'm getting all these requests from big publishers who want me to write books about the rags to riches story. And then I get a call from the University of Illinois, and the head of the MBA program, Dr. Charles King, who got his doctorate from Harvard in business, invited me to create the curriculum for the University of Illinois MBA program to teach network marketing in their college program, which I subsequently did for 18 years. Now, some of you know me, or a few of you should, by my book, Your First Year in Network Marketing, largely because it's in 15 languages now, and Random House has got it all over the world. And I don't say that to tell you that I'm the brightest bulb in the chandelier, but after writing the best-selling book in the industry, after teaching it academically for 18 years, I probably know enough to be dangerous, and I want you to listen to me because recently we blundered into Company 15. We knew the metrics when our friends started calling. Our friends and family were going berserk after the last meltdown in 2008. Now, we have built our dream home in British Columbia. The last thing I needed to do after retiring wealthy was get back into another deal, but I was looking for my friends. They started calling saying, Yarnell, we've lost half our real estate assets, we've lost our investments. And so we started looking for what I would call Company 15. Let me explain what I mean by that. Since this industry was launched, literally in 1886, there have been 10,000 upstarts, and many of them have done respectably well, and people have made good money. Little $200, $300, $400 million companies. But listen to me, 14 out of 10,000 have made it to $1 billion in sustained volume. You know what? Your statistical likelihood of randomly bumping into one of the big companies is about 14/100ths of 1%. You might as well play Powerball. So we started looking for our friends, and there wasn't a Company 15. As a matter of fact, after Company 14 was launched, the one I participated in '86, there was this long drought. And then all of a sudden, we're looking and we're looking and we're looking, and up pops Kivana. And it's Company 15. I know this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar company because it hits all the algorithms, all the metrics. We knew what to look for, and it didn't exist until Kivana. Now, let me give you a few of these metrics. First of all, it has to be ground floor. You've got to get in very early. Right now, Kivana needs leaders in 47 of the 50 states, and we haven't even expanded to Europe or all over Asia yet. Number 2, real science and real scientists. You can't be, a lot of these websites have a picture of a nice-looking person, and then you scroll down a little ways, and there's a stethoscope, and that's supposed to impress you that they're a doctor. And a lot of times, they're not even real scientists. We've got Dr. Donald Lehman, who for years, has been a research scientist, 34 years. He's called the father of metabolism, PhD, published in over 90 peer-reviewed journal articles. So we knew we had the science in Kivana. We know that it's got to be what I call billion-dollar governance. You've got to have people who've run a billion-dollar company. I'm amazed at the number of people who get in these silly little companies with owners who've never run a billion-dollar company. Why speculate with your retirement? Kivana's got 5 owners. They've all run billion-dollar companies. And finally, and I think this is probably, of all things, most important that I want to talk to you about, is emotional and consumable. I got to tell you the truth. Lotions and potions and scum from the oceans, travel and entertainment and blogs and long distance just give me the willies. The only 14 companies that have made it to $1 billion have had emotional consumable products that are scientific, patented, branded, and you either eat them or rub them on your face or hair, and if they make you better, you reorder them. So we found number 15. I can assure you we found number 15. Now, here are two things you need to do. And then I'm going to tell you what I told my best friend. Pretend you're my close friend. I'm going to tell you what I told my best friend about it. Here are the two things. Number one, click on every testimonial when I'm done and listen to what these real people in real circumstances with real problems found to be real solutions. You're going to love what they say about Kivana, the products and the opportunity. Then when I'm done, listen to my business partner, John Terhune. Very eminent, background in law, one of the top prosecuting attorneys. If there were any flaws in Kivana, he would have found it, and I'm proud to call him partner. He's going to tell you after you click on the testimonials exactly what you need to do next to capitalize on company number 15. Now, here's what I told my best friend. I said, Bradley, I don't know if you're going to do this or not, but you're the one that's going broke, and you called me. And I want you to listen to me closely. If you don't join Kivana and work with me, you're going to spend the rest of your life trying to defend and rationalize the stupidest decision you ever made. And he kind of got tickled. And I said, one other thing. If you think you're smart, this is my field, not yours. You go find a better company, and I'll sign up under you because I'm not going to be in number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found number 15. It's called Kivana. Please watch these testimonials. Click on each one of them. Watch them twice. And then listen to my good buddy John Terhune as he tells you the next steps you need to take.